The video games industry is one of the most innovative and fastest growing industries in the world. The men and women of this industry work tirelessly to provide entertainment for the masses, and some of these provide the music. Music that we love. Music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves playing those video games. Video games. Music that we love. Music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves listening to video games. Video games. Do we even know who these people are? No. Would video games be the same without them? No. What you're about to hear aren't real songs.
That was a great transition out of that song as I accidentally put my finger off of the button. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Indie Game Showcase. I am your host for this evening, CallMeGiant. Unfortunately, Average Gamer came down with some sort of plague or something, so it's up to me to fill his shoes, preferably with feet. Anyways, let us get it started. Tonight we are having the super awesome game Black Ice. So let me flip the thing off and turn the other thing on as we get ourselves ready for this evening. There we go. All right, so we're going to start the game up right now. And we're going to give Garrett Cooper a call. Ooh and ah, and then some. So I might have to just adjust some options right now, just really quickly for sound and whatnot. We'll get down to... there we go. So we'll get Garrett Cooper in the call with Christine, yes. I was going to say Christine. Garrett and Christine. Wimbus! Hello. Anyways, let us start the call now. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Good. Thank you guys for joining us today, tonight, whatever it might be. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Yes, good. Much better after PAX. Getting over the PAX pox, you know.
You got the pox, huh?
He did.
Oh, I did.
In a bad way.
Oh, well, I mean, never is it ever a good one, that's for sure. I know that when I was done with PAX Prime, I was sick for just under 2 weeks.
Oof.
Like from I started to feel a little bit of something when I was leaving, and I'm guessing that the 12-hour drive home did not help much.
Oh, God,
no. So, for the people that are not familiar, tell everybody who you two are.
You go first.
Okay. I'm Christine. I'm Garrett's wife. I'm the head writer of Black Ice, and I co-own the Super Duper Game Company.
Yep. And I'm Garrett. I make the Black Ice. I make a lot of the stuff. Not much of the writing. Chris does almost all of it.
And none of the business stuff.
Although we did have some help from our friend Eric.
Yes.
For some of the stuff that's in the game right now.
Eric who?
Eric Nonadecimal, the guy that made Social Justice Warriors in the upcoming Automata Empire. It's going to be on Steam pretty soon.
Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't Eric Asmussen because...
Oh, no.
No.
But he's a friend and has helped. He's been real helpful with suggestions about like what sort of plugins I should use for...
Oh, definitely. Yeah. He knows his lighting.
Yes, he does.
And so for the people that have not heard of this game, give us a quick synopsis on it.
Sure. So Black Ice is a cyberpunk hacking game. You're a hacker in cyberspace trying to get into the servers of large corporations. So when you're booting up, that's you being jacked into cyberspace. Every building you see is a server that you can hack. So first-person shooter, RPG elements, very cyberpunky, very 80s neon.
Very silly. There's all sorts of crazy stuff. Like
Very
you can
silly.
get the disco ball, and you can get a shotgun that shoots rockets.
So one of the neat things about Black Ice and you is that you were our second guest ever on the Average Giants, I think it was.
Yeah, pretty high up there. And then I don't know, but have I been on more than anybody else?
You're a front runner. I don't know. Like we've had, I think our top people right now are Trexrail and Yinamina from Celestial Tier because we've had them on a lot. But I'd say you're second or third. That's for sure.
Nice.
So thank you everybody for coming to the show today. It's going to be a fun one. Also, if you do have Black Ice the game, I'm going to set up a multiplayer channel or a multiplayer game that can host 10 people. So we're going to be playing and we're going to be seeing all the new and exciting features from when we last played, which was quite a while ago now, huh?
Yeah, it's been several months at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was before you came and visited us in Austin.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll have to talk about a lot actually. We have to talk about the game.
Talk about that barbecue.
Oh, the barbecue. We'll talk about the game updates. We're going to talk about the Austin trip that I had with you. And then we'll have to talk about a cyber chainsaw wielding cyber bear.
Oh no, the chainsaw.
There was some discussion on Twitter about that. Yeah.
I'm glad I fell into that one.
Hi everybody in chat, by the way. Sorry, I'm not letting Garrett type because this keyboard is so damn loud. So we'll
it's
use
one
our
of
words.
those ones, huh?
Hello.
Whoops. I pressed space. Why did it do that? All right, so we're just gonna call it Average Giants frame. No, whatever. Don't worry about a password. We're not going to do PvP since that is experimental. We've had fun with that, but I'm going to be using my level 15 character, I think it is, because I think that's the last time I played. Unless you want me to start a new character.
I'm actually going to jump in and play with you. I don't know. I'm on Garrett's computer. I don't know what characters he has saved. No, I might make a new character, but
ones, yeah.
He has all the winners.
all the cheats.
Oh, we can definitely cheat.
No cheats.
I can bring in some cool items if we want to. I'll have to jump out and jump back in because he can't cheat in multiplayer. But
So here we are in the world of Black Ice. So tell us about the name of the game, first of all.
Well, ICE stands for Intrusion Countermeasure Electronics, and black ice is the kind of ice that kills you. So it's a very old cyberpunk term, actually.
Okay. Oh, we still got the pills.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Have not.
Pills still going strong.
The happy face pills. You guys were planning on using actual character models eventually?
Yeah. Eventually getting there.
Yeah, we've got a character model for Mako, the protagonist, but I haven't put it in yet. That's not us.
Who are you?
Oh, well, they're already starting up some fun and excitement. Oh, shoot, did I accidentally put a level 100 plus on this?
I hope so. Let's do it. Let's go.
Well,
all
I
out.
am level 15 after all, so
Oh my god. All right.
if not, I'm just going to have to restart this.
Trying to set this
You know
up.
what? I don't think I changed anything. I'm going to have to get out of this. Because I think I totally forgot to flip up all the custom stuff. Oh no, difficulty 0, server size. All right, it was all right. So let's just go to the Giants frame since it's there. So again, if you have the game, come join. Oh god. With the level 15 awesomeness. Now, as you can see, it's first-person shooter, hacking, RPG, all that stuff, and it's great. I don't even know who I'm actually fighting right now. So you know what? The funny thing is, I actually didn't even know what that ICE actually standed for anything.
Yeah, it's because it's so like common in the cyberpunk world. It's not really it's not capital I, capital C, capital E anymore. Like it's like the word laser. Like it's
I think it's
scuba. Like
Totally.
it's its own word now. And the way ICE is used in the cyberpunk world, it's just kind of its own word.
I think it's more the fact that in the 2.5 years that we've been talking to you, Garrett, I don't think we've ever asked you if it meant anything.
Well, Well, I could have told you at any time, but
Yeah, and I could have asked at any time, but I never really thought about that. So, so since we last talked, you have done a bunch of things, and a bunch of things recently, well, fairly recently too.
Yeah.
The notable things are the shaped buildings and the hills.
Yes, so that's been I've been trying to make the game more dynamic, and I want to give the player more creative options with like stuff that they can do, and terrain is part of that. So the hill is a proof of concept. It's just there's one hill in the game right now, but the idea is I'm
It's
building.
there. That's the important thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Baby
works.
steps.
Yeah, I mean it's very much proof of concept. It's is this gonna work at all? And at first, no, stuff didn't work.
I'm gonna die. I died.
But yeah, so I mean now that the hill's there, the enemies can go up and down it, and they understand it, and the player can move up and down it easily without causing issues, which you'd think would be kind of built in, but I had to add those things.
Yeah.
And so now that I've got curved buildings as well, like you could get a jetpack and land on the side of that thing, and to slide down it was something that like I had to add that capability in just for the player to be able to fall in a realistic way.
Well, it's neat that you've been thinking about the aesthetics of things like that too, which is the attention to detail.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and in the upcoming patch, I've tweeted some pictures about this, but it's not in this patch yet since I just did it like Saturday. I stacked up a bunch of those trapezoidal buildings and made ziggurats.
Oh, jeez.
And they look great.
Yeah, I'll
In
bet.
case, if y'all haven't seen it on Twitter.
Were you calling the trapezoidal buildings toasters at one point?
So that's what I think a toaster is when the way that the buildings are created, you can,
This is how we found out that Garrett's never seen a toaster in his
I have seen.
He uses
I will
like a
show
tiny
you
oven.
a picture if you need to see what I'm talking about with the toaster. But the way that the buildings are created, the default buildings at least, it will layer different shapes on each other and then center it all. And so if there's a trapezoidal building that's slightly taller than a like a square building component, it looks from the top, it looks like a big shoebox shaped thing with a line down the center like a toaster.
So everybody that's watching in the chat right now, all this that you see around here isn't actually the game Black Ice. It's actually this little platform that you start on. That's the entire game. Whoa, I just got launched in the air. Do you do rocket jumps now?
Oh, you can
Yes.
totally rocket jump.
Yeah.
But the platform there, it doesn't move with physics. Like it's very, very simple Unity stuff. So the reason you got launched up in the air is because your character was on something and that something moved like instantly into a different, like it teleported.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite happy accident. As
But yeah, as Bob Ross
would
says.
say. Yes.
Yes, I'm just showing people that everything around you isn't Black Ice. Black Ice is just this little puzzle game that you start on.
Yeah, well, that's how it started. I mean, I'm sure I've told you before, but for those of you in the audience that don't know, I mean, when I picked this up, I started just playing around with Unity, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I followed tutorials on YouTube, and one of the tutorials was that little sliding puzzle. And then I figured out, you can add first-person character controller, you can add all sorts of other crazy stuff, and so I just kept building up from that little puzzle, and I decided to leave it in. And if you solve it, there's an achievement.
Oh, wow. And that's why I never will have that achievement.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, if you need the solution, you can find it. People have posted it.
I'm also it's not that I don't
In the Steam.
know binary, and it's not even that you can't tell which side is the top or the bottom. I am rubbish at sliding puzzles.
Oh no, that's the thing, is that I know binary. I just have no idea about how to do those puzzles properly.
Yeah, I
Ah.
always I like screw around with it for 3 minutes and then throw a fit.
Yeah.
Smash my keyboard to
there's
the
only
floor.
I'm done with this.
There's
Forget
only
this
one
game.
trick you need to know, all right? So this applies not just to Black Ice, but all other sliding puzzles, all right? So what you do, it doesn't matter what the puzzle is. All you have to do is you start from the top left and you go down to the bottom right like you're reading a book. So you do the first row and you get the first, in this case, 3. And then when that 4th one is ready, you want it right below where it's supposed to be. And then you move the first one down 1, and the other two to the left by 2.
This is not at all helpful because you're basically saying like the way to solve it is you solve it.
No, not at all.
You know, I think I'd have more luck solving a Rubik's Cube.
This is way easier than Rubik's Cube, trust me.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust you on that one. So one other thing that I noticed that is very obvious from the last time I played is that you added reflections in the buildings.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So the reflections have been improved. The performance is improved too. There's a great plugin that I'm using for that, and I'm really enjoying those reflections.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. It's you know, we've always been talking about how this game has a real Tron-y vibe, and it's like Tron Legacy, except it's awesome. I'm just kidding. I love Tron Legacy.
Yeah, Tron Legacy is visually and musically very, very good.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing beats a good Daft Punk score. Although, have you updated the music in the game too?
There was, probably since the last time you played, a new set of tracks. There are 4 or 5 new songs now. Yep.
Ah, yes. And it sounds lovely. I guess the one thing that we always ask is, will the soundtrack be available when the game goes live?
Soundtrack is already available.
It's on Steam,
Yes.
minus those new tracks.
Yeah, the new tracks are going to be on a newer
Yeah, so
album.
yeah, V-Axis, the guy that did the music, who's German and he's great. He wants to do like a volume 1 and volume 2 for the soundtrack.
Okay.
So I guess we'll be doing more music if he wants to do a volume 2. We'll probably have to get some more to fill that out. And yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we'll try to put it in one big thing eventually. But yeah, for right now, there's volume 1 and then the volume 2 is in progress.
Oh, perfect. So how many tracks are available for each volume?
How many is it on the first one?
It's more than 10 tracks, I think, totaling a little over 30 minutes of music. They're all loops too, so you can listen to the same one on repeat. Do the songs change only after you start a battle, or?
Yeah, so there's the ambient music that plays when you're walking around, and there's hacking music that plays while you're hacking, and it'll start the hack music when you're hacking, end the hack music when you're done hacking. But
Okay.
which hack song is playing is
It's constant through any particular hack, but the next hack will probably be a different song.
yes.
Okay. Oh, where are they coming from? Yeah, it's been a while since I played. Unfortunately, I've been crazy busy with everything and then some. How was PAX?
Good.
It was great.
Really good.
Yeah, we had a great time.
I felt like it was much busier than last year, much more people. I don't know if that's because last year we kind of got away with sharing a booth with 3 other games.
Oh yeah, last year was also PAX South first.
Right, they're
very
like
first one.
inaugural.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is actually the first convention we've been to that we've showed the game at a second time. And I was...
No, we did GamerX twice.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, with PAX, I was worried that people were going to be like, oh, I saw this last year, and it looks the same. But everybody was coming over saying like, oh my god, it looks so much better. I love all the new features, and yeah, and a lot of people really wanted to buy the game right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It,
Well,
it was nice.
Seeing this from the very beginning, even I can straight up say that this game has changed a lot.
Yes.
Well, I'm so glad that y'all say that, because I feel like, to me, like, I'm making all the progress very slowly for the amount of work that I'm putting into it, and it doesn't feel.
It's hard when a lot of the patches or the things that we're doing are a lot of under the hood, behind the scenes things that you don't see, but you definitely feel.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always hard to, that's not sexy. Nobody wants to hear about hear about the better pathfinding we've got, but
Yeah, the pathfinding is way better.
it is, and it's
The enemies are much better at climbing up buildings and going around buildings, and they're very very good about that. And little things like you probably don't notice that the crosshair has a little bit of a black shadow around it, so that it's easier to see even when it's in the middle of a very light area.
And that
I did not even look at that.
That was something that the people at PAX South were kind enough to continuously point out, that they cannot see the crosshair when they play the game. So we came home and I was like, that needs to, because we'd heard it before, but I don't know, something about PAX South.
I'm just currently looking through everything that I have right now for items. Can you tell people about the all the? I guess it's going to be really long if you talk about all the items, but talk about all the different types of items, I guess.
Oh, sure. And thank you, Archimar, for saying that you think the game was vastly improved. I appreciate
Yay,
that.
thank you.
Okay, yeah. So there are tons of different types of items. A lot of them are guns. There are some. So I can get into detail about the guns, but just there's a couple of special types of guns, like las guns, like the one that the Giant's been using, that beam thing.
I love the las gun.
So yeah, that one it's actually specifically put that in there for people who might not be that good at shooters. And the point of it is that you don't have to be great at like predicting where your opponent's going to be. You just point and click.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say I'm not a good?
You're casual.
No, I mean people
the casual
that
weapon.
No, I'm actually really bad at games, so don't worry about that. Oh, it's calling me a cheater. Why is it calling me a cheater?
Oh, did you cheat?
Did you cheat to get the death ball earlier?
No.
Huh.
Although there is a chance that you told us to up our levels
Yeah.
a bit so we could start playing with stuff.
Oh, look
Yeah.
what you did.
I did last time, yeah, because the system go into that. But no, don't worry about it.
I don't care.
The cheater tag does prevent you from getting achievements on that character, but I'm sure you have most of them anyway. But yeah, so there's a bunch of different types of weapons. There's like a throwing disc that's very, very Tron-esque. There are a bunch of projectile weapons that come in either like a machine gun, a sniper rifle, or a shotgun variant. So you can get like a sniper rifle rocket launcher that like is a very big, very slow rocket, or you can get a rocket shotgun and just blow everything up at the same time, or like a faster shot or a faster rocket launcher.
So were these all your idea, or did you go to the community to see what they thought would be a fun addition to this cyber world?
A lot of the time, the community offers suggestions that they actually, whether I ask for them or not, I get a lot of suggestions.
Yes. Naturally.
Of course, and it's fun.
It's nice.
Sometimes they're really good. Like the dark servers were a suggestion. I think that was Mangy that suggested those.
That sounds right.
Yeah, what are they?
Okay, so if you're looking out into the distance and you notice a black spot where there are no stars, that is probably a server that is just entirely black with no colored edge at all. And dark servers are interesting because they don't give you as much information as a normal server does. So when you point at it, you can't see the hack level. When you're hacking it, you can't see the radius. And you can't see the enemies either because they're all cloaked.
Oh, okay then. So, so is it a bit of a risk to actually, pick on one, or do you still have a chance?
Oh, I mean, yeah. So you have a chance. You can estimate what the level of the server is by the size of the server.
Okay.
Hey, WASD Radio says hi. How's it going?
Hi.
We just saw them. If that's Sam Sketch, we saw him.
It's more than likely Sketch.
We just saw him at PAX. It was
Yep.
awesome to see.
Yeah.
Oh, I just died.
Chris died.
Yeah, you basically can't
Where is
not
it?
see him. Oh my god, I'm about to die too. Jeez.
Okay, good. I don't feel so terrible.
Yeah. So dark servers do have a slightly better chance of getting you good loot, by the way, as a reward because they're a little bit more difficult.
Okay. What's up with this red?
Oh, I was just gonna mention that because I wasn't sure if you'd
That's
seen that from last time.
The Nemesis system.
Yes, so that is now when a server defeats you, it grows in difficulty, so you can see its difficulty, and it kind of it's just taunting you with the red skull and the it says ice hackers, your name here, sort of thing. I'm glad it's not my name though. Haha, I got away with that.
What game did that with the?
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor is where
Oh,
I'm sure
that's
others
the one,
have
right.
done it,
Yeah,
but that's
so I played a lot of Shadow Mordor
Yes.
for a while, and I really liked that idea of something getting stronger because it killed you, because mechanically it gives you a great incentive to go back and kill that person again.
and it's
Oh, yeah, definitely.
infuriating.
Right, right, because you're mad enough that you died, and now you want to go back and like, but now it's harder. But it just makes it all the more satisfying when you do manage
When
to
you
kill
do,
it.
yeah.
So will it keep getting more powerful the more times you get killed by it?
It can, actually.
Oh boy. Oh, another thing that you changed back the last time that we played this was you made it so that you get certain powered items based on your level and not based on what you defeat. Is that still a thing? I think that's what it was, where you changed it, because I remember going and fighting a big huge building that was 500 times stronger than I was, and getting
Oh.
something ridiculous.
Yeah. So it's probably not as much as I'd like it to do, but yeah. So if you get multiple items from a server, which is pretty frequent, the second and third items are probably something that's your level, or at least that you can equip. It might be above your level, but the first one's always going to be the level of that server, because I want you to get something that's as high level as that server, so that you can use it later.
Yeah. I just found an item that I'd never seen before.
Yes, that's new for this patch. We just did those.
The
And
valuable
this-
information?
Oh yes, this is where I come in. So this, if that's one of the ones that I've written, so we're trying to get our feet wet with.
That was one of mine.
Oh, sorry, with story and world building and that sort of thing.
Although
and-
actually, one of the users or one of the players emailed me the idea for that, and so some of that he wrote too.
Nice.
Anyway, keep going. Sorry,
Yeah. So, what was I? Sorry.
we're trying to give world building.
Yeah. So, before we're putting in, the main storyline and the main quests and stuff, just kind of teasing the idea of Black Ice, like the world of Black Ice, and that's just like a collection of silly little things, just basically, secret information you would find from a server. Things like emails from one employee to another, or like if a customer's returning something, their like return ticket, or stuff like that. So that's just kind of fleshing out the universe a little bit and seeing how people who play Black Ice respond to it. So the only purpose it serves now is it's something you find that you're going to sell for money. And you can
Okay.
read it if you want and like find a cute little story, or you can just sell it. Like it doesn't it doesn't do any, like you don't have to read it.
Okay.
It's definitely not, I mean, I don't mean you personally. I mean like the player doesn't
Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
You don't have to. Yeah, the player doesn't have to read it. We wanted to keep this very optional.
The
Okay.
use is that you can sell it. The purpose is to make you feel something.
Yes, to
I
kind
guess
of
the
give
other
you
thing
more
that you
an
could
idea.
potentially do is that, because it sort of kind of looks like an SD card or something, you could potentially make it so that maybe one day it unlocks something if you want to keep it, or if that ever is a thought process.
Keep it as in like unlock it so that you could read it again later.
No. So that, let's say it says valuable information, and then you find a place that has the ability to use it as sort of like a key.
Oh yeah, sure. So yeah, that sort of thing. So we're thinking about using that for quest system. the
Yeah,
quest system.
definitely looking at exactly that. Like sort of plot, like quest items and things like that. Like go fetch this, and then you have that in your inventory, and it'll allow you to do the next thing.
Wicked. Oh, what the heck? Why is this box floating there?
Oh, is it an info?
It's an information box.
Yeah,
That's
so
happening a lot more than it used to.
somehow, so I redid all the building generation. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, it's not just that they're angle buildings too. All of the other buildings have been redone in terms of like I actually generate the meshes from scratch now.
Oh.
And the reason for that is that for one, it gives me more control, and for two, it lets all of the lines are like precisely the same width now. No
Oh.
weird stretching.
Okay.
and that was so that I think it looks better. It's something that people don't notice, or they can't put their finger on it, but it looks cleaner, you know.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
And one of the things when I redid that, I think it messed up that info box thing.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, is it something that I was supposed to collect, or
No,
No,
it's
it's-
just supposed to go.
it's just our
transparent, and
bad.
it doesn't.
it's a really tiny corporation?
So I've never played multiplayer before,
Okay.
and I didn't know that other people's minions are not chrome.
That's right.
So I've spent the past 15 minutes shooting your minions or whoever these little white minions,
They're
and
not-
I almost asked out loud, like, who is hacking? Like, where is this white minion or
Ooh,
like
there's a dark
guy
server.
coming from?
I was trying to shoot them at first. I'm like, oh wait, those guys are probably on our team because they're not dying.
Yeah, your cursor.
I
turns
thought I
green
just-
too when you mouse over them.
Oh, I don't have my glasses on.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, the attention to detail.
It's astounding.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do the dark server? Is that what you're challenging me?
Let giants hack it.
Okay.
Oh crap. Okay.
I'm here to help and
By the
shoot
way-
at your minions.
She's got
For
her little
every-
ghost in the shellfish, buddy. He's gonna
Yep.
be fine.
Okay. For everybody that's wondering, Average is out sick, so that's why he's not here, and that's why I'm hosting it. He was nice enough to warn me ahead of time so I wouldn't contract whatever disease he came down with.
That is-
So wait, there's not even the circle around it.
Oh yeah, the hack radius
You
is,
can see
is
it
also
if you go
get out
outside.
of it, you can see
Oh.
it, and you can see the enemies if you put any kind of effect on them. So if they're frozen or on fire, then they'll be visible. But
Okay.
until then, they're cloaked.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was easy peasy.
Let's
was-
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Well, it was a pretty small one, so.
Oh, okay. So quickly, let's talk about. Well, I guess not quickly. We have 2 hours or another 90 minutes. So, tell people about the talents and talent points.
Oh yeah, sure. So.
Did you get
there's-
rid of some of them, by the way?
I got rid of some of the earlier ones. Yeah. So like
Okay.
you can't put points into. Oh,
What was it? Hack radius was one
yeah,
of them a long
hack
time
radius
ago.
was one of them. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I narrowed it down to I think a good list of things. RAM Regen got renamed. It used to be called RAM Return. I think Regen is a little more obvious what it does.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so bunch of different types of talents. So from levels 0 to 100, or I guess 1 to 100, you get a talent point every time you level up. You do start at level 0. And after that, you can still level, but you just get a little bit of like RAM and HP. And if you're wondering what RAM is kind of like mana. Although,
Yes.
yeah, everything in the game uses RAM while it's active. So
Whoa.
not only your little minions out there, but your projectiles as well. So
Okay.
if you've got a bullet in midair, it's using up your RAM, and then it comes back to you, and then it has to regenerate.
And I remember that one of the changes you made the last time we talked was you made it so that you couldn't have infinite jetpack.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, jetpacks have a fuel mechanic on them now. And
Yeah,
actually,
so it's kind of Halo style.
yeah, this last patch I actually nerfed them a little bit more, but they're really not bad. Like you can still fly a pretty good way.
Well, from what I can remember, the nerf that you made, made it so that I couldn't like fly up as high as I could and then sort of glide down because of my regen, basically.
Right.
But then what you did is you made it heated up or something like that. Is that what you called it?
Yeah, before there was a heat mechanic, now there's actually a fuel mechanic. So when you use your jetpack, you can watch the cooldown. Like normally things cool down and then the bar, it slowly uncovers the icon.
Yeah.
What it does is when you're using the jetpack, it'll go up until it reaches the full part, and then the jetpack stops.
Yeah, because I remember that it was almost like an exponential thing, so I couldn't even go like a fraction of the height that I used to be able to go.
Yeah. I mean,
Which was fine. We all understood it,
Yeah. But this I think is a little more fun because it makes more sense that like you've got regenerating fuel in your jetpack, and when you're not using it, it regenerates the fuel, but when you are using it, it uses the fuel.
Yeah, but the other thing that I noticed is that with my jetpack now, I fly up. I feel like I fly up a lot quicker.
Yeah, it can do that.
It's just, or is that just me? I
It's
don't know.
fine.
I didn't know that could happen either.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
so-
learning so much about our game today. I didn't know loot could expire.
Yeah.
I was running towards it and then it
Whoa,
disappeared, and I was
loot
like,
expires
"There's a
now?
bug."
Yeah, so if it's not a unique item, unique items don't expire.
Oh,
But
okay.
If it's a regular item and you don't pick it up within like 60 seconds, it might be a little longer than that.
Yeah.
It goes away.
Okay.
Just so that you don't have like millions of items
Cluttered.
that you don't want to pick up all over the map.
Well, it's worth the monies. That's all. It's worth,
True.
It's worth space bucks or whatever you call them.
Yeah. Although if you drop an item for somebody else, that one won't expire.
Hack dollars.
I like hack dollars.
They're called bit creds.
No,
Come on.
they're hack dollars now. Sorry.
hack bucks.
Hack bucks. Yeah, then you got to hack tax, and you got to. Where do you live in this place? You know, you're not a corporation. No. What the heck is on the top of this thing? Oh, this is a swarm. Is this what? Is
If
this one?
If the server's changing colors, I'm waiting for it to catch up to you.
Yes, it is. It's changing color.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's changing colors, then yeah, it's a swarm server, and the enemies spawn from the top instead of the ground.
Right. I'm remembering things. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. God, just so many memories.
Oh, so
Rejected.
Garrett talked a little bit about the talents, but we have the perk system
Oh
now.
yeah, that was
which
one of
is
the big
new.
things. Yeah.
And it's amazing. So now every 10 levels. So I think it's just 10, 20, 30 right now.
Right now it's 10, 20, 30. I do intend to add some more later.
You get a perk. So it's a list of specific abilities that you can do or activate, and really our goal with that was to try and change the way people play the game.
Okay.
One example of a perk is you do 10% extra damage when you're running forward and minus 10% damage when you're running backwards.
Jeez.
And that's because, we watch a lot of people play our game at conventions and things, and I'm doing it right now. You run backwards and you shoot a lot. So we want to try and give people the opportunity to change how they're doing it.
I'm pretty sure that's what I do too, because I'm the type of person that finds that a good offense is or defense is good or I don't even know what the thing is. I like to defend.
Best offense is a good defense.
Yes, that's the thing. I don't know how to sports ball, so I'm not sure about those sayings.
Yeah. So the perks they're also, since there's something like 12 or so, there's about a dozen of them, and you can only get 3 on any one character. You can mix and match them, but you can't get all of them. So what I want people to try to go through again and play with a different build with some different items. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
there's some that like make the disc better, and you could do a cool build based on using a bunch of discs and just like throwing a ton of them out there at the same time.
Okay.
And that was always kind of our hope for the game is hoping people will want to play through it multiple times, and the way we have the items set up. What is that?
Whoa!
Did the stealth guy get you?
No, I just got thrown into the air so high that I can see the entire map.
Yeah, that happened.
Plus some rogue buildings.
Yeah, so I need to.
I'll be coming down in a minute.
It's on the list.
There I am.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but the level is actually infinite, even in multiplayer now.
Oh, you changed it to 100 originally, right?
Well, I mean
The number of the world is
like you can keep walking and it'll just keep spawning in more.
Oh, right, okay. I've been noticing that my CPU has decided that it wanted to tell me that it's on the high end right now, but that's because I like all the graphics.
Well, yeah. If it starts to bother you, the best thing to do is turn the reflections off.
It's not bugging me. I'm sticking at a constant 70 to 95% CPU usage, so I'm good.
All right.
And that's with recording this and streaming. It's same old.
That is tough on the computer. That is no good. And this is a pretty lively game. How many we've got?
lively.
We've got 4 people in the game right now, and I mean,
How do you
A lot-
see the people?
hold tab.
That's the one.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of games only go up to 4 players in multiplayer. Black Ice does 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should have done
Definitely
11.
a good selling point. People are really both shocked and thrilled that you can have so many people playing.
You should actually make it 11 so that, you're always
Because it
able
goes
to-
up to 11?
Yeah, it goes up to 11.
Brilliant. You're contributing so... We have hack dollars. We have 11-player multiplayer. Like,
Nobody's ever done 11 people.
yeah.
I could turn it up to 11.
You're gonna revolutionize gaming with your
We
11
are.
people.
Most people don't have that many friends.
This is...
Well, no, the good news is that this is online. That's the part that makes it so good. Is that
your online friends, your Twitter
if this
followers.
were local, then you might have an issue.
Yes.
Yo, God, can you imagine the screen split up into
Birthday
11
parties
segments?
only.
Like,
Okay, so I have this. I don't know if you've ever watched my YouTube channel, but I have a show called Nobody's Watching Anyways, and the thing that I have in almost every episode is a 4-inch black and white TV.
huh.
And it's from like the early 80s. It has a UHF VHF switch. It was basically for camping. It was a portable radio / television. And
Nice.
anyways, I've actually played 4-person GoldenEye on that, and it's pretty hilarious.
God.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Let's just say that you don't really see. It's. I also played. What is it? It's a Street Fighter 2 on it. That was a little bit more obtainable.
Well, I mean, as long as everybody has the same disadvantage, right?
Yeah, so I'll see if I can plug in that 4-inch TV and we'll have 12 people playing the game at
Yes,
once.
this is... I would watch this.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no local multiplayer, and I don't know that I'll ever be able to get it to work, but I'm going to try later.
That isn't. I'm not trying to get at you for that, but that's a very interesting thing to say because a lot of people almost refuse. A lot more people lately have been refusing to do online multiplayer because of its difficulty to implement.
Yeah, well,
I'm not getting at you for that. I'm just saying. It's
yeah.
just an observation.
If I had started the game with the assumption that it could be local multiplayer, then it would have been a lot easier. But I did not do that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
So I just hit level 10, so I'm doing my one perk that I can do, so... Let's
What did
see.
I know that I'm pretty sure I did that at one point, but is there a way to check to see if I did?
Yes, so in your talent screen, I'm on controller, I'm not sure if you are. It's left or right bumper to switch.
You can click the word perks.
Yeah, and you'll see the
Oh.
list of perks
Yes.
and yeah. So I put mine into the Gets Fish minions are 100% improved.
It's called Too Bad.
Perk points currently granted 10, 20, 30. Perk choices permanent.
So which one has like
I-
a box around it?
I expect you to die. Lasgun pierce through all objects.
Oh yeah.
Nice, that's a good one.
So that's the one that I chose, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And like talent points, perk points cannot be reassigned.
Yes, which
because
is
I want you to feel attached to your character.
this is kind of a weird segue, and as it's more to do with a game that I used to play a long time ago and decided to play again just for fun. Diablo 2.
Yes.
I decided I just wanted to play it just for shits and giggles. Be like, you know what? I haven't played this in a while. Let's go nostalgia on my ass and
Yes.
play that.
I still do that every once in a while.
The one thing that I found out was that they changed the skill tree so that you can erase the skill tree
Right.
and start over. And I was like,
Really?
that's interesting. I mean, I'm sure it's a good idea because you can only do it 3 times because it's only available as a quest completion. Back in Act 1, you can they used to give you a rare ring, and now they give you that ability. So
Yeah. So actually, you can get a really rare set of items and do it. There's a Roderick Cube recipe, and you can reset your skills any number of times.
yes.
Yeah. So
I don't-
it's
Yeah,
they changed it.
yeah. And I'm thinking, I don't know if that. I mean, that's probably good ideas for the people to actually do that. Oh yeah, is there? There's a way to spawn to people. Who Reach wants to do that? Let's see where he is. Oh, he's on top.
He got on top of finality.
Yeah.
Nice.
Staying away.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm just gonna run now. I'm
Guys
just
are on
running
here.
away. Whee! I see you didn't get rid of the. You said you were gonna get rid of the jump puzzles.
Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah.
rid of them. I made them more rare. But I
I personally think they need to go just because with
They're too
the,
easy to just jump on top
with
and
the
run for.
with jetpacks.
invention of jetpacks.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a toaster. I see it on the screen right
It's
now.
not a. Oh, that's what you think
That's
a
what looks
toaster.
like that looks like a toaster.
Which one
But
looks
a
like
toaster has 2 slots on the sides, not 1 slot in the middle.
Oh well, I
Oh,
mean,
this one. Oh, okay. I
That
see. now.
yellow one
I
is
see what you mean. Yeah, okay.
No. Sorry.
Fine.
That's not what a
I'm gonna have
toaster
to put
looks
actual
like.
toasters
I'm
in
gonna have
the
to
game
just
now.
Google image search toaster and leave it up on your computer.
This one looks like an alarm clock, and this one looks like a cheese grater. And but I do like the diversity in the map now. It really makes things extra special.
Thank you, and I'm working on more stuff too. So it's not just this coming. I'm definitely working on a lot of different things at the same time, but I'm enjoying that.
Pardon me. So, besides the destroying of the finality, is there any other potential end game?
Well, so for one, you can always raise the difficulty and play again.
Yes.
And get better loot and all that. But so there's also PvP, and that's one of the options in multiplayer.
But yeah,
Are you
for
thinking-
for
are you
now
wondering
the
about,
only like that is how you beat. That is how you win. Yes.
Right. But because there's always a harder challenge to face, I think people will like that.
Oh.
I don't have. I'd like to do more sorts of bosses. Right now, it's just the shark. But I don't know. Like bosses aren't as interesting to me as other things that I could do. Like
Yeah, no, I understand. Or is there going to be a potential for a greater storyline, or are you just sticking with the
Oh, yeah.
important
Yeah,
information?
definitely. And that's what we're working on now because of the nature of the writing coming so far after the game has already been, it's a game
Yeah.
already. What I'm writing is I kind of need to fit it into the game that already exists. I don't want to make Garrett go back and change everything. So I am writing a story with finality as the end of the story, and I'm hoping that the journey is greater than the destination, I guess you could say.
Well, I have asked many people in the past. I go, so did the game come first or the story come first? And
This is definitely a case of the game coming first.
yeah, and you're not alone in that scenario. I can't give any specific examples, but there's it's I know it's more like 80-20 for game first or for story first instead of game first, but it's still a thing. So
yeah, well, the sad fact of the matter is the story's a lot easier to rewrite than a game.
yeah, no, understandable. I mean, that's why you have all those people that can basically, reimagine like classic, like Super Nintendo games and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
got all the core concepts down. They just got to move things around.
Right, and I'm trying to stay true to what the game already is, not ruffle too many of Garrett's feathers with like this all needs to go away, and that's kind of the trickier part too, is like writing for this game, and it's already so done. Like there are things that I want to do that it's not like I can't, but I maybe shouldn't. And
I mean,
the big one is I really wanted a darker kind of story or a darker feel, and the game is already just filthy with puns. There's so much silliness, so that's kind of out the window. And then also something that we found.
I don't think that humor precludes.
No,
a serious
sure,
storyline.
but that's not how I would have done it. But so I'm trying to keep the spirit of the game, keep the fun, but also make it a compelling story, make it something that can be emotional and a little bit realer.
Yeah.
I
So
guess.
it'll be sort of like a dark comedy, black comedy sort of thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going to be serious quests and they're going to be not serious quests.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, I think that's, it would fall, to me, this would be sort of like the perfect style of, like how GLaDOS was, she's snarky and funny, but man, did she get...
Yeah, that's a good example.
Did she get real fast at
Yeah,
times.
exactly. And another good example is Garrett and I know we're really late to this, but we just got into Steven Universe.
Oh, I don't know about that, it's fine.
Oh, okay. It's a cartoon. And that is incredibly silly, but gets very real sometimes. And I'm like, cool, this Cartoon Network show is just making me cry in my living room. So
It's like, it's clearly for kids, but like, there's some points where you get the feels.
Once it gets on Netflix Canada, I'll totally take it.
you'll hit it up.
It's
yeah.
on Hulu?
It's on Hulu right
Yeah,
now,
I
if
know,
you've
that's
got...
what we saw.
I don't know, I think there's Hulu in Canada, but that means another, subscription-based service that I'd have to pay for, and $8 is already pushing it.
I think this is free Hulu, though, isn't it? Is Hulu even free anymore? I don't know. Maybe we didn't cancel Hulu like I thought we did.
Okay, so
And
the thing about Hulu in Canada was that for the longest time, we weren't allowed to look at it, because the whole problem with royalties throughout each country is that...
Sure.
Like, we're still not allowed to watch anything on the NBC YouTube channel.
Aw.
Because that would mean they'd have to grab they'd have to pay royalties for 2 countries instead of 1.
Yeah.
So if I ever want to watch an SNL skit, screw that.
Forget about it.
Yeah, and it's annoying
Well-
because I totally wanted to watch that one with the people there for Thanksgiving and dressing up as Adele.
Oh, I thought
got
you were going to
iced.
say the Bernie Sanders Curb Your Enthusiasm from
Whoa,
Saturday.
what the hell? I thought I was supposed to spawn somewhere else.
Yeah, well, somebody's hacking the shop that's right by Spawn.
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay, I
trying
gotta
so
run
hard.
away then. I didn't realize that was a shop that was being
That's why,
fought.
Garrett was flailing his arms around, like, get out of there. And I'm like, shush, I'm playing.
And then she died.
And now I know why.
Now I'm
he
being
was-
attacked.
Yeah.
being
I just died a
chased.
third time. Oh god, I just keep dying. I keep spawning where they are.
Spawning!
Just
Oh.
jump and run.
Just wait.
Don't
It's
yell
a-
at me.
Run away. Abandon all hope.
They're attacking my corpse,
Who
Destiny
did
style.
this?
That's a good question. Dude, they're friggin' chasing me now.
I'm
hiding on
watching
this
them
building.
chase you, and I'm watching you fly away.
I'm just gonna stand on
That's
this building.
amazing.
Oh wait, are they gonna be able to climb this?
I mean, yeah, but
Oh yeah, they can climb it.
just keep running. You'll be
I'm
alright.
just gonna fly forever. I'm gonna go Spider-Man on this area. Oh shit. So I'll briefly tell people about my very very odd and very sporadic trip to Austin and Dallas, Texas, where I hung out with you for about an hour and a half, and we had barbecue and talked about everything. So basically, this was back at the end of September, and I knew that I had to go back to work. I quit my job and was expecting a whole bunch of this, that, and then some, but I counted my chickens before they hatched. So that, classic case. So anyways, I had to go back to work, and I was just like, well, I got to do something before I go back to work, and I don't know what. All of a sudden, I see a tweet that Boogie2988 or the Francis or Steven or whatever you want to, whoever you want to call him, he was going to be at Retropalooza in Arlington, Texas. I'm like, huh, really? Well, who else is going to be there? Then I saw it was going to be Boogie, it was going to be the Completionist, Pro Jared, Matt Pat, whole bunch of different people, and I'm like, you know what? That sounds kind of interesting. Then I was kind of like, what am I gonna do? I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. And then finally, I just said, fuck it, I'm going to go to Austin, Texas,
Yay!
because I knew people. I've known a couple people in Dallas and in Dallas and Austin, and I was actually at one point going to be taking a road trip all the way down to like Lubbock and all that, then head west to Arizona, meet up with some more people. And unfortunately, because again I ran out of money and time, I just said, you know what, I'll do the Texas part of my trip. So I decided on Monday night that I was gonna go to Retropalooza, and by Thursday I was heading on a plane. And
Wow.
I asked.
That's a fast trip right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very fast, odd thing that I did, and I regret it a little bit, but not really. I don't regret it because going to Retropalooza was really amazing. I got pictures and got to talk to Pro Jared and Boogie and the Brental Floss and the Descendants of Erdrick, the Completionist and all that. So that was amazing.
Nice.
I also got to buy an original NES Legend of Zelda cartridge for $20 or whatever it was, and
Oh wow.
it was, so there's just a lot of things here and there that were really fun. And then I got to meet up with you because one of the things I told everybody, I said I need to go have some real barbecue.
Yep.
I need some real barbecue because that's the one thing that we're pretty much missing in Canada, at least. There are barbecue places, and I don't know how authentic they are. I'm assuming they're pretty authentic, but it's also really, really expensive because reasons I don't know.
They got to ship all those cows all the way back up there.
That's
right?
true.
No,
Is
we-
it just like considered like a luxury food there?
No. Well, the funny thing is that where I live in Alberta, we have world-renowned beef.
Oh wow.
Yeah, our beef it's Alberta beef, and it's not like on the on the expensiveness of like Wagyu or whatever, but we do have our beef is considered higher on the scale of like Angus style.
Nice. All right.
So yeah, we have good beef. That's what I'm trying to say. We have good beef, but it's just a matter that authentic barbecue is few and far between or really expensive. So I'm like, why not just go to the source? Go down to Texas where the barbecue is is a big thing. So
oh yes.
that's why I called upon you to to let me know the ways of the barbecue. So you took me to, what was it called?
Rudy's.
Rudy's.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't have much time, we didn't have too much time. That is a great place for barbecue. I love that place.
Yeah, it was really good, and it was very interesting atmosphere. Just like you're in line and you get your meats, and the funniest part about that whole situation was, I go in and I was kind of looking at the stuff on the wall, and I'm just like, you know what, I'll just try some of this and some of this, and that was that. And then I was like, after I ordered, I told the lady, I go, yeah, by the way, this is my first time in Texas, and
I already
having
know
barbecue.
what happened
She's like,
to you.
she's like, really? You sounded like you knew what you were getting. I'm like, well, I know of them. I didn't,
I know what beef is. Yeah.
I know what brisket is and all that. It's just that I've never had authentic stuff. So yeah, that was what I wanted to do. And she's like, well, if you're a newbie, she's like, we got a newbie, and then everyone's like, yay!
Woo, yep.
Then I got to try all the different types of meat that they had available, even though I already ordered. So that was really cool. Also, another thing that's either very expensive or not very common in in Canada at least is glass bottle Mexican Cokes.
Yes.
Like, I know where to get one. I know where to get them in Calgary, where I live, but it costs $5 for 500 mils. So like the same size bottle that I got when I was down there.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah. There, sell all inventory items, because I don't think anything I have is better than what I have.
What you've
Yeah,
got.
you can hit
yeah.
that sort inventory button, and it usually sorts by item level first, and then you can just check like the top left stuff.
That doesn't exist for controller.
Not for
I don't-
controller. It's not
That
a controller.
I know I am. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, sorry.
Please
You
don't
guys
forget
have-
about us controller lovers.
Yeah, you guys have level support. I have a Russian Last Breaker Epic, but it's required level 90.
Oh,
Whoa.
How did
you
I
must
get
have gotten
that?
that from on top of finality.
Oh, right. Well, shit.
Well, it's neat to look at.
Yeah,
Just-
and it's also
gold.
worth 125,000 space bucks. I mean,
And
hack bucks.
hacker dollars.
Space
Hack-
bucks.
Hack dollars. After all, you guys know, everybody in this game is officially called Hacker Man, except if you're a woman, then you're Hacker Woman. Please tell me you've seen Kung Fury, please.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Good. I think that's a silly question to ask, isn't it? Oh,
I just died.
okay. I was like, I'm just gonna go teleport over to you. Now, I guess the one, yeah. Oh, let's go back to the story. I'll end it off quick because I'm rambling. But yeah, I went to Texas. I got the last room in the hotel I stayed in because I didn't realize that not only was there Retropalooza, but there was also a college football game and a Dallas Cowboys game
Yeah.
Well, there's always one of those.
that weekend.
There's always football going on in Texas.
Yes.
You can't.
Yeah, and I was right beside the AT&T Center, so
Oh.
that was another really neat thing to see the tailgaters and how big an NFL stadium is.
That's a bad comparison to any other NFL stadium.
Why is it big? Or
Jerry World is huge and incredibly. I'm a big football person and a diehard Cowboys fan, and that stadium is like ostentatious as fuck.
Can you explain to me what Jerry World means?
Oh, Jerry Jones is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
so
okay.
people call the stadium Jerry World.
Oh, it's inventive.
He's a ridiculous human being, and nobody likes him.
Oh, well then.
But yeah, it is the most expensive football stadium, and it has the biggest like jumbotron ever. And I don't know if you went inside of it.
No, I just I walked around it basically, so I got to
Okay.
see like all the festivities on the outside, like the tailgaters, and I saw that you didn't even have to go into the game to watch it. You could just be outside and
Yeah,
watch it off
yeah.
the big screens
Yeah,
on either
and
side of the stadium.
the screen inside is just it is something to behold.
Whoa,
And,
that almost killed me.
the very first game they had, or one of the first games they had in that stadium, somebody kicked the football and it hit the screen and just bounced down. And,
So it's
They
big,
had to
but
raise
it's
it, right?
yeah. I
huh?
was about to say.
I don't know if
I
they
think they
did,
did.
or yeah, yes, but it's very weird. It does have one of the nicest art collections in it. Jerry Jones's wife is a big art lover, and so it's like essentially her personal gallery in there. So if you like fine art,
That's
it's
neat.
actually very beautiful.
Oh.
But yeah, the screen being the biggest thing, and the kind of the joke is like you're at the game, you're not even watching the field, you just sit there and stare at the screen the whole time.
That's interesting.
It is
Yeah,
also one of the
I-
most expensive games to go to ticket
I'll
wise.
bet.
And their parking is also stupid expensive.
That was one of the other things. Okay, so when it comes to Canada, the biggest franchises that we have are hockey. But the thing is that our stadiums only hold maybe maximum about 30,000 people.
okay.
And then with football, because we have the CFL, and
Right.
it's also very big. But honestly, you guys' high school football has probably more of a crowd than
In
CFL.
Texas, absolutely. Yeah.
So the biggest stadium in Canada, I'm pretty sure, can only hold 50,000 people.
Wow. Okay.
Uh,
yeah.
The one-
UT College football stadium is 89,000, I think.
Yeah. So basically, when I got to see both the AT&T Center and the
Where the Longhorns play, yeah.
baseball field, like the
Oh,
what
yeah,
is
that
it,
too, yeah.
the Ranger Stadium,
Ranger Stadium, yeah.
in the same area, and then you have yourself a parking lot the size of a small town.
Yes.
That was it was neat. It's like a engineering.
Marvel, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like watching Modern Marvels.
Yeah, so it was quite the cool thing to watch, or to walk by and see all the crazy stuff that people did just for the football games. So that was an experience in itself, and then meeting all the people at Retropalooza. And the one story that I have, for just to top it off, was I don't know if you know who Descendants of Erdrick are, but
I do not.
they are they do video game song covers,
Nice.
Oh,
but
okay.
they
yeah.
but they metalize them.
Oh, I bet that's. I would ask my brother. He's in class right now, so
Ooh.
not in the stream. I think that is a group that he likes because I have
Yeah.
heard him listening to metal Nintendo themes, and now I know.
So yeah, I there was a concert that was held after the first night of Retropalooza, and they must not have really advertised it very well because there was maybe 50 people there. So that was kind of unfortunate because
Yeah.
the people that were there really deserved some recognition because Descendants of Erdrick was amazing, and the thing that made it kind of extra kind of crazy was I was wearing a shirt at the time that said I play keyboard for the internet. And they have a keyboardist. Her name is Emily Thompson. And after the show, I went up to her. I'm like, "Oh man, you guys need this shirt of mine." And she looks and she goes, "Yes, I need this. Where did you get it from?" I'm like, "Well, I don't really think it exists because I bought it at Blue Notes like 2 years prior." I'm like, "Well, if you want, I can sell it to you." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." She's like, "Well, how much do you want?" I'm like, "Well, here's the deal. I only paid $7 for it, so I'll tell you what. I'll buy one of your shirts minus $7,
Nice.
and
genius.
and I'll switch it out right now for you." She's like, "Oh, that'd be awesome!" So I swapped shirts, and we got some pictures with her holding the shirt, and it was just very weird and fun, and that sort of was like that sort of topped off the Retropalooza. Also,
Yeah,
I also got Clyde, my kind of creepy puppet, from one of my YouTube friends in Dallas.
A kind of creepy puppet?
All puppets.
All puppets are creepy. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I don't know.
His name is Clyde.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord, that
I made a nobody's watching anyways video on YouTube, and I made it so that I was talking to Clyde, but the thing about Clyde was that he was laying in my closet in a very creepy position, and I put
Okay.
some even creepier backing music to it so that anybody that so that basically looks like I was just slowly falling into insanity.
Well, that sounds amazing and exactly what I would expect from like a puppet video. So
Of course, the next one I just had him singing "Death Cab for Cutie." So
oh,
yeah,
not what I would expect from a puppet video, but still sounds.
he showed his emotional side, which is
Aw, sensitive Clyde.
the sensitive side of a puppet, of a soulless, scary puppet.
Oh, one of the new things I added to the game is that when your health gets low, it drains the color out of the game.
I noticed that. I was like, "Ooh, this is very gray and scary now."
Another thing that showing it off at conventions, people helped us realize. I had a lot of people, and then I kind of felt bad because it was like the last day of a convention. I'm tired, and had so many people being like, "I really can't tell when I'm dying," and I'm like, "Look at your health." And then I, brought it to Garrett. And we were like, "Okay, no, maybe we should make it a little bit more obvious
Okay.
that you're dying."
How
Okay.
did you fall through the earth? What happened?
What have you done?
I was about to say.
Did you teleport to somebody or what?
I
happened?
teleported to Johnny Pneumatic and fell through the ground, and now I've teleported to Christine.
Hello.
But it appears that I'm stuck inside you,
You're in. Oh.
or I am stuck.
That's a new one.
So let me just try to. I am stuck.
Well, if you leave the game and come back in, it's fine. Like we'll still be here.
Okay.
Plotspackle says hack the white one. I think
No,
I think
please.
we know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah. The average giant strike again, finding random bugs that make no sense.
No, it's helpful though. Like, I mean, if I can reproduce it, I can fix it. But yeah, it looks like something weird happened there for sure.
So, one of the questions that we ask every developer, and we've asked you before as well, and since I just did some weird random thing, what's your most memorable or hilarious glitch that you've ever encountered?
Ooh.
There have been so many. One of the fun ones that I had was that you could. So there are charge jumps in the game, and you can like jump with them to get up to pretty high heights. Like, I mean, your jetpack goes pretty high, but these used to go really, really high. When I was when I first made them, I didn't realize how high I could go with that.
Okay.
So you could go up really, really high, and then if you notice when you sprint, it kind of warps the screen to make you feel like you're moving faster. Well, there didn't used to be a limit on how much you could warp the screen, and it was based on how quickly you were moving. So if you jumped up into the sky, also there was no terminal velocity. So you could fall, and as you were falling, you just kept getting faster and faster and faster and faster.
Oh, jeez.
And so you would jump really, really high up into the air, and then you would fall down, and the screen would warp more and more and more, and then the world would like go circular and then upside down.
Yeah,
and
it was like you were blacking out. Like it's yeah.
Yeah,
You're going
God,
warp speed.
what is
Yeah,
happening?
pretty much.
And then you would hit the ground, and it would instantly warp back into position, and it was really, really disorienting. But it was a lot of fun.
Should have left that.
You should. What you should do is that if you ever make a cutscene for the beginning, or like if you do like a cinematic or anything,
Oh, yeah, do the same.
make it
sort
so that when you very first hack in, your whole world kind of warps like
Yeah.
that as you go into the game,
That would be fun.
just to wreck people. Just make a cinematic that is so graphics intensive that it will basically destroy every computer.
Right.
Unless
Make
it's
sure
like
that no one can play even before they start to play.
exactly.
Sounds perfect.
Make the game literally unplayable. Because that's how, that's how they do it now in the biz, right? Am I even killing anything? Oh wait, there I see him now. Ah,
I'm still just shooting at other people's minions. Like I.
no, shoot at the invisible
your
one.
No. I meant like earlier.
Shoot at your own minions. They're gonna kill me.
You got this. It's cool. We all hack that dark server. No
Minions
problem.
are so cute. Okay, I think that I'm ready to take on the one that killed me earlier.
18.
Oh,
The Nemesis. I think so.
I'm trying to up my damage still. It's
Maybe if Giant can come help, you guys can take it together.
I mean, I am level
my minions
17,
too,
so
and they don't take any damage from my guns. That's nice. I don't feel too
Yeah,
terrible.
there's no friendly fire.
Okay, ready?
let's see where you got. If I can find you, there you are. Oh shit!
It has begun.
Wait, I don't see a red thing on top anymore.
Uh,
Are you fighting a different one?
No, I'm
it
beside.
it must be because you left the game and came back. It should
Probably,
show you
more than
that.
likely, yeah, because you're also the host now.
Oh, I see.
Oh, even with my health regen, which actually is only 1.8 per tick, so that doesn't really do much. Oh my god,
Yeah, mine's not much either.
don't kill me.
Oh,
Gonna
crap.
kill me. Gonna kill me. Did it killed you again.
Did it
Does
get
it go
stronger?
up?
Let's see. What level is it?
It
Oh,
is,
Son
Oh,
of a
no.
bitch! Okay.
it's 18 now.
Sucks.
Who made this? God!
Boo, 0 out of 10.
This is 2 out of 10 would not play again.
And I was that's what I get. I was so cocky. Trying to show off for the stream, like, hey guys, watch this.
It happens. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. So in the last 2 years, what's been the most difficult thing to overcome when it came to making the game?
Just the quantity of work has been ridiculous, and players have expectations, and like
They
they're
have a lot.
not, and they're not necessarily reasonable. But like you play a game, and you've played AAA games before, and so you think like, oh well, this is a first-person shooter. Every first-person shooter has things
Has these elements.
right.
and-
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, and on top of that, every RPG has these elements, and so people expect like a whole lot. Like people expect crafting, and people expect
They expect cookie cutters. It's I understand completely that there's the expectations of the sort of the niche crowd or the crowd that that follows all of the one specific type of genres and stuff like that. You'll go into every, like, say, first person shooter like war game, and they have to be so specific
Yeah.
on what they have available. But then when you see something like this, it's so out of left field in a good way, and they're going, well, make it more comfortable.
And I try. Like I
Hey,
try to get
bro,
all those
call the
things,
Brute
but
Squad.
I'm on the Brute
It's-
Squad.
You are the Brute Squad.
it's hard. And it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect the game to take this long.
And it definitely, like, when it jumped from being a hobby for Garrett to being a full-time job for me and a part-time job for him, like, that it happened all at once, like, and immediately.
Yeah.
Like, like, it just felt like one day this was a thing Garrett would do, once or twice a week just on his free time, and now this is my 9 to 5, and then he comes home after work and it's needing to work on the game. And
yeah, and it's hard, and it's important to remember to take breaks and not get burned out. And
Oh
Yes.
no, I understand completely. Like, we with the Average Giants, we're just we're guys that do streams of video games and we do interviews and stuff like that. But when I get home from my full time job, I'm here. I'm getting people on for the show, setting up our streams for the later in the day. We have to get our content for the YouTube channel. Average has his hands completely full with the indie gamer community website, agc.news.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has his hands full with that now. Oh, by the way, thank you for the follow, Plot Spackle. Welcome to the Average Giants, and welcome to the Brute Squad.
yeah.
Yeah, so y'all's community that y'all have going on here, the IGC community, is really interesting because that's pretty new, right?
Yes, we just started it up a couple of weeks ago, and basically we just wanted to sort of like bring together indie gamers, indie game devs, and sort of like everything that's independent gamer game.
Nice.
So yeah, we're always we're looking for content providers, we're looking for article writers, we're looking for all that stuff.
and WASD Radio is part of that too, right?
Yes, WASD Radio. It's a collaboration between the Average Giants and WASD Radio, and along with I'm pretty sure Hydra Interchange and Clueless Creations. We all threw ourselves into this endeavor to make a place where people can go to share in the indie game world, basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
really
we're all.
cool.
Holy crap! How many hacks are going right now?
I hear a lot of enemies spawning in right
Holy crap! I'll just go in a circle. I'm sure that'll be the way to do it, right? And I'll make everybody dizzy and throw up.
now.
Plot Spackle saw this game at PAX South.
Nice.
You're-
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
I recognized the name.
Aw, thank you for the kind words, Plot Spackle.
So, just for Plot Spackle, for anybody that is just sort of lurking here, Clues was a Sketch's cameraman, by the way, as he just said.
Nice.
Oh, gotcha.
But for anybody that's new to watching this stream right now, we are I'm one of 5 Average Giants, and me and Average Gamer host the Indie Game Showcase every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time, and we talk to indie game devs while playing their game. And we've been doing this for our 2-year anniversary was at the end of January, so January
Aw,
25th.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So shows how long we've known Garrett for too.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And how long I've been working on the game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just remember that you don't have to worry about holding the record for the longest working on a game. We've talked to 2 devs, 2 separate devs, like 2 devs of 2 different games, who have been working on their games for over 10 years.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Although one of them is called Transcendence, and it's a really cool top-down space sim. It's free to play,
Nice.
but it's like I think it's like $6 or whatever for the expansions. And so he's had the core game for the last decade. It's just he's been working on expansions. So that's fine.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's that at least.
That
And
makes
then
sense.
the other one I'm not going to name because unfortunately 10 years has proven to unfortunately be a bit of a generic game that never quite panned out.
Oh, I see.
But it is what it is, and it was still a labor of love. So
Yeah.
you're doing pretty good. You're doing all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Feeling better about that.
And the other thing is that every time I come back to this game, I love playing it again and again. That's another question that I ask every dev. Do you still like playing your game?
I do. I don't honestly play it until conventions. And, then I'm giving people the rundown. This is our game. This is how you play. This is what you do.
And then I have to tell her, like, stop
playing.
let them play.
And it's like if nobody, if we have a quiet moment at the booth and nobody's crowding around to play, I'll sit there and play it so when people walk by, they can see it in action, and then they're supposed to come over and be like, ooh, what's this? But then they come over and they're like, ooh, what's this? And I'm like, shh, I'm playing Black Ice, and I get really into it. But that's honestly, I think, the only time I actually have a chance to really play it and enjoy it. And it helps, especially at conventions, seeing it through fresh eyes. Seeing people play Black Ice for the first time is always really cool, and it gets me hyped. And
Yeah, watching people get excited is my favorite thing.
yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be a sort of a high point in game development is to see a person truly enjoy what you've spent all your time and effort to create.
Totally. Yeah, and I do still enjoy playing the game. I don't play it that much on my own, but I definitely like I have a lot of pride for the game, and I very much I enjoyed just when I got to make all the ziggurats, I just walked around for a while and just looked at everything. and I'm gonna do other stuff too, I just do bigger, more buildings, and the trick is the visuals have to be also functional in that you're seeing all the things in the game, but you also have to play in that space.
Yeah.
So it's tricky, because the bigger the building, the cooler it looks, but also it's not as good for it's not as good for playing around because you don't want to have to run all the way around it, that sort of thing.
Definitely. Yeah, and the other thing that you've made your game, accessible to people of all sorts of hardware.
Yes, that's the goal.
That's a-
Hardware and not just and wetware too, right? I try to do colorblind mode and photosensitive mode.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna I gotta let my dog out really, really fast. So I'm just gonna mute my microphone. You can talk to the crowd for a minute or so. I'm just gonna let him go because here's Oscar. He's my little Chewini, and he's getting all.
Aww, everybody
getting-
has Chewinis these days. I'm seeing them
Because
everywhere.
it's because they're all being rescued from Mexico / Southern California. So
Oh,
yeah, so this is Oscar, my Chewini.
oh, pretty baby.
So I'm gonna just let him out really fast, and I'll be right back. I'll put up my splash screen. I don't like my hand. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh god, he's gone. What do we do?
Help! Oh, bye, Plotsbackle.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right. So
So this is our stream now.
yes.
Welcome.
Now we are the ones who are giant.
Yay! I was gonna say average devs, but that sounds terrible.
Yeah, no, that's not what we want to.
Giant
What do we
devs
go for?
sounds much better.
Giant devs, super duper giant company.
That works too.
That's us now.
Well, I'm glad he had to take care of his dog because I hope no one could hear it. But up until 2 minutes ago, this entire stream, our cat was outside the office door crying because we locked her out because when she's in here and we're trying to do streams or interviews and stuff, she likes to rub her face all over the microphone and make loud sounds.
Horrible loud noises.
So we decided, like, we'll lock her out, even though we know she's gonna fuss. And holy shit, did she fuss! So she's in here now, and she's doing all right.
Yeah, she's doing better.
She's sitting on top of the printer.
She's just very spoiled.
Yes.
All right, back in action.
Good timing. We told everyone to leave. We
How
were very
dare
rude.
you!
We appreciate none of our fans.
Whoa.
I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. I'm gonna die.
Let me play for a little bit. Take a rest.
No.
Oh, it's your character?
Yeah, I'm
Are
into
you
it.
are you pulling a daikatana or something like that? Or you'd be like, we're gonna make you our bitch.
Yeah.
Actually,
I would love to. We had, what was the
Somebody-
one we had? Somebody
Yeah,
photoshopped something for us.
Megan photoshopped that. That was hilarious. Megan of Glass Bottom.
Yeah. What did it say? Do you remember? It was something like cyberpunk.
It was Garrett Cooper's gonna make you his bit.
That's what it was. And I loved it, and I was like, we need to like push that. And he was like,
Oh no, maybe not.
Oh yeah, it wasn't my art, and it's not.
Still retweetable,
statement I
retweet
wanna
worthy.
convey, but
That's the other thing I was talking about, like the struggle of writing after the game has been made is something we found out just through the game being around for a while, is that kids really love playing Black Ice.
Yes, and that's actually a problem.
It's a problem for me because I like curse words a lot and wanted to have them in the game just because it fits into my writing so naturally. And no, Garrett kind of gave that the axe.
It's tough.
Pretty
Well,
quickly.
I think we can use fake curse words.
There's nothing worse than fake. Pat Oswalt has a whole bit about like fake filth is worse than no filth at all. And so
Well,
like,
all you have to do is go and look at what they replaced movies of past.
Oh God, like
With well, like for like airplanes, because they used to
Yeah.
have to change the swears in.
yeah, I know. I can't remember what the Yippee Ki motherfucker was changed to, but it's something awful.
Go look up. It's snakes on a plane.
Oh God, it's something about one of them is a
Monday
day
to
of the week.
Monday to Friday.
Yes, that's what it is. I know.
These monkey
the-
fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday train or something like
Yes.
that. It was so dumb.
Oh, so terrible. I know the the censored version of Kill Bill. Buck, who's here to fuck, is my name is Buck and I'm here to party. And
Yeah.
it's just like I can't. Yippee-ki-yay, my good friend, says Archer Mark. That's fantastic.
Mr. Falcon. I've
Mr.
heard-
Falcon is amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would rather, like those would you rather games. I would rather not cuss again for the rest of my life than have to say frack. Like
No, but
no.
Frack is awesome.
I also hate Battlestar.
There-
So I have no love for
I'm
frack.
taking your nerd card back.
Actually,
No,
I had some friends before that they replaced fuck with fook.
Oh,
And
that's no fun.
every time it was said, I'm just like, leave now.
Please stop. No, I
It's
can't.
cringy.
Yeah, I won't do it. And I think I snuck in a damn on the secret information that I
Yeah,
wrote.
I think if you can say it on TV, we're probably okay.
Yeah, like
But like we've had kids as young
Card-
as like 5 playing.
yeah, we've had like tiny little adorable children playing
Oh,
Black
okay.
Ice, and I'm like, all right, fine, I'm not gonna inundate them with fucks. So so kind of keeping it PG-13, hopefully, kind of skewing it that way. But it's also like embarrassingly a nice writer's challenge. Like, can I tell this story without saying fuck all the time? Let's see. Put my creativity cap on. See what I can come up with.
Actually, if you want to know just how lame, removing or trying to hide swears are, just watch Home Alone and listen to Joe Pesci try to swear.
Yeah, like he does
He
like
says-
the Yosemite Sam like fracka fracka like
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
razzafrazz and all
yeah,
that.
Ah.
He's like, he wants to let out like every single swear imaginable, or just swear like the Merovingian. Just use it all in French or something. It's like wiping your ass with silk. Come on.
That
Yeah.
might work. Maybe we can just use like Japanese or something.
Yeah, like and that would fit in thematically with like
Wait,
cyberpunk.
I don't think
but
that, Sony would. I think they would know.
yeah, it's the kind like I'm just not gonna do it. I can't bring myself to. I think Garrett pushed frack once or twice before I threatened divorce. So like it's not gonna happen. Like I can't.
It's a little cringy.
Yes, it is. I just realized I'm
Use,
hacking none of these buildings.
You're
You know,
helping.
if you ever want to call somebody an asshole, just call him 2-bit or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Call him a Wilson.
You two, you 2-bit son of a dot matrix.
Ah, I like that.
Sorry, I just
I
watched
found a
Spaceballs, so I got a lot of Spaceballs on my brain.
Nice.
Which is why I also said Spacebucks, because that's where that's from. Where are we at? What are we doing? Where are we going? So what is the next step in the Black Ice process for you guys?
Well, okay, so the really boring thing that I'm working on right now is redoing the tutorial, because at conventions, I almost die every time.
We're
'cause-
so it's coming from a place of just pure selfishness and exhaustion that like the only like the way our convention setup works is they sit down and I do my elevator pitch of this is Black Eyes, a cyberpunk hacking game where you're a hacker in cyberspace, and then I say, all right, so here you go, let's walk up to this one, press X to hack, now you're hacking, right trigger to shoot, and it's so much talking, so much just like explaining, and you lose your voice day one. You have two more days of a
makes sense.
convention. So finally, at the end of this one, you know, we've done, you know, we have a lot of conventions under our belt, but after this one, it was like, okay, let's do a tutorial that they can just sit down by themselves, learn how to play the game, and then we'll pop in with guidance if we need to. So
Are you guys going to be getting a voice actor for the?
I want one. I really want like the Unreal Tournament style, like you know, voice walking you through early game.
Yeah, I don't think we need it.
Right. We talked about the other day about just seeing if we could do like a text to speech and see how nice we could make that sound. I would love to have voice work. The problem with that is that usually people want to get paid for that sort of thing.
Just do it yourself, but find a way to modulate in the way that GLaDOS did.
That's another thing that I considered. I get way too embarrassed hearing my own voice.
I'll do it.
You get way too confident hearing your own voice, so that's just as bad. But you know,
Well,
on the other side of the
The good news is that there are a lot of people that are willing to do it for cheap
Yeah,
or free.
yeah.
But you know, it's
but
not.
we wouldn't.
We don't let people work for free,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
or at least I try not to.
I work for free.
Nick and I did our
What's
voice
women
acting
more?
for free. So
Shut up. Oh, y'all did voice acting?
well, we were asked. The couple from Celestial Tier asked if we wanted to, you know, have a part in their game. We're like, yeah, sure. We were like, sure, why not? We've always sort of joked about that, where we say, you know what, if anybody needs voice actors, here we are, because a lot of the games that we play have dialogue, and we'll just make up the stupidest voices or whatever just for fun. But yeah, but we haven't been. We're joking, but we're still serious. That, you know, if anybody needs a voice, we're available to say some lines if you know, if you need them.
That's good to know. Yeah, we're trying right now to make the tutorial work without it.
I figure if we voice that, though, we're gonna have to voice a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah, people are going to be confused why that's the only time you hear anyone speak to you.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
So, yeah, I feel like when that's going to be added in, then we'll have to be ready to add it in everywhere. And that's, for me at least, a very long-term goal. I would love to have voice acting.
It
And
might be Black Ice too, really, because we gotta
Electric
get this
Boogaloo.
thing out the
The
door.
electric boogaloo.
yeah, Cyber Boogaloo. Yeah, this thing we need to ship this puppy pretty soon. That'd be great.
But yeah, so
but
the fun
aside from the tutorial, the quest line, the storyline is the main that needs to happen post haste. And it's just Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I keep trying to talk.
I'm sorry. I'm playing Black Ice. I'm busy.
So the fun thing that's going to come out of doing the tutorial, despite it being a little boring, is that I'm gonna, for one, I've already developed technology to create firewall sort of things, which are, like a big area that you can't get into that encompasses servers, and you can't like teleport in or out of it, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So what I want to do with that is, I still need to make them look better, but I want to have like areas that like maybe there's all servers of a certain type there and they've got good loot and you want to get in there, but you have to hack your way through the firewall first. You have to find a way in, which I think will be fun. And then the other thing is, I'm gonna teach people not only how to hack a single building, but also how to hack multiple buildings. In order to do that, I'm gonna have to force them to hack 2 buildings at once by creating a link between 2 servers, and the link will be something that, like, once you hack one, it forces you to, like, you can't start the hack until you hack the other one as well. So
Okay.
you'll have to hack 2 at the same time, and maybe they'll be allied, and they'll.
Do you still have the achievement of hacking 5 buildings at once?
Yes, definitely. but yeah, so I'm thinking, if once I have that for the tutorial, then I can just use it in the regular world. It's just like some of these servers work together, and you'll have to deal with that. So if you want to hack that particular one, you'll have to hack both at once.
It'll tell you though, like which 2 you have to hack, right? Or will there be like some sort of like a
There'll be a
beam
visual
of light
indicator.
or something between?
Exactly. Yeah, so I just got a new particle plugin, so I can do cool particles between the 2 different servers, and I'm going to
Fancy.
try to make that look cool. I love particles. I think you can.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when there wasn't particles.
It's true.
I've been around since the beginning, man. It's
Since the pre-particle days.
yeah, I've been around since you were just a pill running around and with the standard weapons. Do you still do you still have the cheats in?
Oh yeah, but you can't use them in multiplayer. But yeah, the cheats are still in.
Okay, because that was one thing I was gonna ask. I remember I went into a multiplayer game, and this one dude was doing, what was it, 300,000 DPS?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm like, dude, what do you have for weapon? He's
What
like,
is
oh,
this?
just a standard one. I'm like, well, what level are you? He's like, oh, I'm level 3,000.
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh.
also a lot harder to level now than it used to be, and you stop getting talent points and at level 100. And part of the reason for that is because I didn't want people to do like that much damage, but also because I want it to start being a real challenge where you can't out level the difficulty past a certain level.
Yeah, because I remember that at one point. I don't know if you brought it back or not, but there was you could set the difficulty to plus 5,000.
It only goes up to 500 now, but it's still. I have yet to hear of somebody who actually beat it legitimately, without cheating.
Yeah, because I think I don't know what I did. I think I was just screwing around with the +1 level for a little while on one character. Like I made a character just to boost the crap out of it, and the other one I kept as legit. That was before everything happened and all the players were erased for the new patch or whatever it was. But
Yeah.
Right, I had to.
I think I knocked them up to like 600 or something, and I was taking on buildings that were. I think the highest one I did was maybe 900 or 1,300 or something crazy like that.
Whoa.
I mean, it was hard. It was not an easy thing to do, but it was still pretty. It was pretty outrageous when you're when you're trying to kill places that are almost 10 times, some 2, 3, 4 times more powerful than you.
Oh wow. Yeah, that gets tough for sure.
What the fuck was that sound? Did it just growl at me?
They growl when you hit something. They have hit damage.
Wait, what?
It's hot
No, it went like. Meow, meow. Is it supposed to?
when you.
It
Deal,
was like a. I'm sorry, you guys
when
had
you
to hear
deal-
my weird
when you
sound
deal-
effect.
I just
When
like
you
the
deal
fact that
damage-
you.
It
you
sounded
don't even know the sound of your own wave.
really modulated cat. Like it was high pitched. It wasn't like a roar, roar like it does. It was like a meow, meow, like
I
a.
don't know.
I want to know what that was.
Aren't some of the characters tinier than others?
The like characters like the enemies or
Yeah, some of the
They make a
enemies.
sound before they
well, they get bigger as the buildings get more difficult. But yeah, the Gitsfish are bigger than the tiny spiders. The pop-ups and the web crawlers are the little.
I was just thinking, well, if there's like if they have random
Like a-
sizes, do
like
they
a
have different
random-
modulated
yeah.
noises?
I think they do a little bit.
I need to
On some of the
replicate this
voices.
sound.
Something like that. No, that was the Gitsfish. They make a sound
What
before they
is
attack.
going-
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to find another blue building so I can test
Just
this because this
stand
is freaking me
right
out.
next to it.
Look, they're like cheerleaders. Aww.
Yeah.
My 3 Gitsfish were making like a little pyramid.
That's awesome.
One of them was standing on the other 2 shoulders. It was so cute.
There appears to be a bug that does not want to die here.
Oh my gosh. Well, that probably it. Yeah.
Is it health?
He's also doing damage. Like I remember there was an issue before where there was
Yeah,
oh,
I think it's a floating point error on the health. You can. You should just.
somebody
the hack
canceled. Yeah,
and
somebody
stuff.
canceled the hack.
Yeah.
I do remember at one point there was a time where the bugs would like get launched out of the circle when they are spawned.
Oh yeah, and they never came back. Like,
Yeah.
they do now. They come back. They yeah, he was stunned. So they if an enemy gets too far outside the hack radius, it'll teleport him back inside into spawn.
Ooh, that's good.
That's
Yeah, I remember there occasionally be a bug that would also just sort of stop moving and become invincible.
Yep, but
Like-
that one should be gone. But yeah, so what ends up happening is when you have like a lot going on in the game, sometimes it'll drop one of the messages, and if it drops a message for an enemy to die, that's a problem.
Oh, okay.
So you're supposed to be able to just continually damage him even if he thinks he's dead, but apparently sometimes it messes up.
I think it's doing it again.
No,
No.
it's not the same one, because we're
We redid the hack, and now it's the same bug that was doing it before. But he is hurting me. He is eating me. I'm just gonna fly away. As you can see, I just got launched in the air again.
we just hacked a different server just fine. That's weird. I don't know what the deal is. I will
Oh.
look into it for sure.
Write it down.
So, was it you guys? Something's happening at the beginning of March for you guys?
I'll be going to GDC.
Yeah, he's going to GDC. I'm staying here.
How is GDC?
It's great,
Great.
for meeting other developers, and I probably wouldn't go if I wasn't a developer. Like, it's not a place to go to play a bunch of new games, but because they're mostly going in.
Networking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also mostly a recognition of the past good games that have come out in the year. So it's not necessarily new stuff. But it's a really great place to talk to other developers, and I have a lot of fun with it.
So, would it be a good place for something like the Giants?
I would say probably not, actually. I think you'd get a lot more bang for your buck if you went to PAX or even something like Indiecade would be
Would be a better, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we are currently in the process of setting up to go to PAX Prime again.
Nice.
Because we were after PAX Prime in 2015. We realized that we knew so many people there, and so many people knew us, and it was just great for networking and seeing new games and meeting new people and meeting the people that we've been talking to for years. So we decided that as a group, as all 5 of us, we're pretty, we're 100% sure that we're going to go. It's just a matter of how many of us are 100% sure. And yeah, it's and how much it's going to cost, because I know that for me personally last year, it was very expensive.
Yeah, we did. We've never done Prime. We did East, and it was incredible. I loved it, and but that was next level conventioning for us.
Yeah, really far away, really expensive.
Yeah, we were in the Bay Area at the time, so it was a flight from
jeez.
the Bay Area to Boston, and that was the one and only time I've gotten sick at a convention. I got PAX Pox at East, and ever since then I just bathe in like bleach and hand sanitizer and Yeah, people come to the booth and I'm like, hold on, and I'm like wiping down every keyboard, mouse, controller with wipes. I hand sanitizer for me, hand sanitizer for you, hand sanitizer for your friend.
Nobody gets sick at our booth.
And I haven't gotten sick again. Garrett got sick this time, but it was more of just like exhaustion and I kept teasing him like he had like the diva actress illness. He had like dehydration and exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
mine
it was never again.
Yeah, mine was probably a mix of all the hands shaking.
Yep.
And the fact that I had to drive the 12 hours home.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that's
that sounds
right.
like
Yeah,
murder.
no, this is...
So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm used to driving extended periods of time. I'm a delivery driver for a living. So, like, when I went to Texas, I drove from the Dallas Dallas-Fort Worth airport to Austin, and then I drove back to Dallas, and then on the Sunday I drove back to Austin, and then I drove back to Dallas again.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I drove for 12 hours while I was in Texas, just to meet up with like one or two people every other day. So
Yeah.
I'm used to driving the extended distances. That doesn't bug me, but I think it was just a mixture of being around so many people, walking so long, eating really bad food.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
that's the other thing too with conventions is like the very first conventions that we just did not have water, and we didn't realize like you don't realize just how
much you lose from talking.
From talking, yeah,
Yeah.
because you're constantly talking. So now it's like we buy like 24 packs of bottled water
Yes.
and giant bags of cough drops, and it's like I don't care if your throat isn't sore, you take a cough drop every hour, and it helps, and
I
that
was
sort of thing.
mainlining them last weekend.
Get
Yeah.
some like what is
Ugh.
that you can get that throat lube.
Yep, exactly that kind of thing, or like the kind of spray that you like shoot in the back of your mouth. That
Oh,
sounds awful.
that might not
I'm
be
sorry.
no, I know what you're talking about. You're talking like chloroseptic or whatever.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Although
I think,
that has like a numbing agent too, so I don't know
yes,
if you'd want.
that's right. I think you can still speak successfully, but I mean, I felt like we kind of took care of ourselves okay in Boston. We definitely started to sanitize towards the end of it, but by then it was too late, and so I was just tired and I was so sick, and it was like Garrett, has his day job, so we have to, when we go to an out of town convention, we have to leave that Sunday as soon as the convention wraps, so he can go to work on Monday.
Yeah.
So we
It's so rough.
yeah, he was able to take a Monday off, but we left Boston we had maybe like a 6 a.m. flight, a 7 a.m. flight, and it was direct from Boston to San Francisco. And it was the longest flight of my life. I was just like head straight down on the tray that folds down, just
Yeah.
not comfortable, no pillow, no blanket, just like wheezing and angry. And then I would wake up and like be like, please God, tell me we're back in California. And it's like, no, we're not even like an hour into the flight. And it just went on for an eternity.
Well, it
Yeah.
could have been worse. I know this isn't the best example, but when I went to Costa Rica last year, it was 29 hours in transit one way.
Oh my God. Yeah, no.
So we we would go Calgary to Houston, an 8-hour layover in Houston, and then another 4-hour flight to San Jose, Costa Rica, followed by a 6-hour bus to to whatever, Santa Clara or something like that, and then an hour and a half cab ride to our destination.
Ugh. Yeah, no.
So needless to say, by the end, you are just you're
gone.
just like begging to lay down somewhere, or
Please. Yeah.
so I know them feels. Also,
Yeah.
I've done other stupid things, like I've driven from Calgary to Flagstaff, Arizona in one sitting.
Oof.
That was 27 hours straight. It was 27 hours and 12 energy drinks.
Yeah.
That
we
just
try
sounds
to.
dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I was a very, I'm stupid. Don't worry, I have a really overactive immune system, so my body processes that garbage like, nothing, so.
That's good.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it means I'm gonna, my life expectancy is like 45 or something, I don't know. It's a guess.
Ugh, yeah, but I've made it a point to just do everything I can to not get sick. Also, I made it a point to not drink at this convention at PAX South.
Okay.
And
yeah, that makes sense.
That was great. I did drink, but putting it mildly, at last year's PAX South. And to give you an example of how that ended up,
We had a
friends of ours
yeah.
Friends of ours came by the booth and asked Garrett, like, "Hey, where's Christine?" And he's like, "I think she's out getting a snack or something because she's not here." I was under the table, trying to sleep. So people, like, their shoes are hitting me because they're sitting down trying to play Black Ice and demo our game. I have no blanket. I have no pillow. I'm face down, like, on a convention floor, like, curled up in a ball, trying to sleep. And then, like, eventually I kind of just poke my head out and Garrett's like, "Holy shit, like, have you been here the whole time?" And I'm like, yes, I have. And yeah, after that I was like, all right, maybe conventions are not the time to let loose. Maybe I treat it more as like a business trip now.
Yeah, we knew that we had to, share a drink with, at least with the WSD radio crew when we went to PAX. So there was that. And unfortunately, because of our piss poor diet for the weekend, I was ham schmammered on three ciders.
Ooh, ciders are that's my jam.
Well, I'm gluten intolerant, so it's kind of
okay.
It's
Your
either
only jam.
Oh, we watched you die.
it's my only it's either that or tequila, and I'm not against tequila.
Okay, kindred
it's
spirits,
just-
because those are my two
come
favorite things. In the
to my place. I got some Patron
yes,
Anejo right now.
okay, good. And all the ciders. I think somebody hacked my Nemesis building, and I'm a little pissed.
Why is it someone else on it now? Or
I
they
think
beat
it's
it?
gone. I think it's gone. I don't
All I gotta do is get a level 18.
Yeah, just go die to something.
No, it's not the same.
Okay,
The whole point of the Nemesis system was to make me angry.
okay, die at a level 17, and we'll do something about it.
Yeah, see, now you want to try PvP, right? That's...
No, now I want. I just wanted to. I was finally like, I'm level 16. I'm feeling. Well, it went up to level 20. No, there it is. There it is.
Well, yeah, we got 8 minutes left, so I
That
mean,
just killed Giant.
Oh, I'll avenge you, Giant. Here we go.
you'll avenge my death. Yay!
We'll go out with a
Bring out your
bang.
buddies
Wait,
first,
where
yeah.
are you?
I know how to play Black Ice.
No,
I
you
don't.
You just,
I've been asking you questions all day.
You just used an EMP. You weren't even
I'm
hacking.
the suit. Oh,
You were
shit.
so
Ah.
dead.
Oh, God, no. Don't let the stream end this way.
Just run.
No!
Oh, you're so dead.
No, I'm
Are you
not
dying
gonna run.
too?
I'm no coward.
Don't die!
Here we go. I have 2 weapons.
Why is it?
I have-
Also,
Chris.
no. Well, this stupid health thing isn't doing anything.
Yeah, mine's going 1.8 health per second, and I'm getting hit too hard. Ah,
Don't die.
shit!
Please don't die. Please don't die. Please
I'm
don't
just on a toe. You guys can follow me. Ah!
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Chris got
yay!
health. She's doing all right. 4 enemies remaining. Don't step on a mine.
Oh, I got this. Here we go.
Bring your buddies back.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh god, 17%.
Oh, fuck.
That's a mine.
I see it. No.
Hey,
Oh.
you have been avenged.
Oh, the skull stays?
It's not supposed to.
We're learning. We're
Wait,
having a good time.
what just happened?
I did it. We did it.
It's still here for me.
You're still. Oh, that's a
no
good
good.
point. I'm catching
Did
up
I-
with your video right now.
I didn't go out of the hacking area either, so what the hell happened?
I was the one hacking it, so you didn't have to
No,
stay
yeah,
in the circle.
you got it. It's just it should be gone by now.
It's
So,
not gone.
It's weird the way that
No!
the plugin I'm using works because like if one thing goes wrong, it'll stack up and like it can make other things go wrong later. So if you like, you can play for hours and nothing goes wrong, and then
Yeah.
so.
Um,
But the good news about the flip side of that is if you start a new server, it'll be fine.
Oh, okay, that's good. We've done a lot in this one.
We really have. There are a ton of.
I mean, this has been a 2-hour session, and we've done maybe it looks at least 100 buildings. So
Yeah.
I mean, there were what 5 people here at the peak, and then
we
Yeah,
took a
not
good
counting. Look, there's like when we
took a
wandered
good
off
chunk out of
directions.
places.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, and the view distance is longer now by default, and of course you can still turn that down, but you can see more buildings at once, which...
Well, I also managed to gain 6 levels in this, or seven levels? 6 or 7 levels in this time, so...
Nice.
Yeah, Chris got up to 16.
16 starting from 0, so.
And I got to 20. But I guess the
Well, that means you
curve
have a new
is
perk
bit...
point.
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm,
You didn't make that more obvious, it sounds like.
It's up in the corner.
Eh.
I
Nobody looks
don't
at the corners.
think there is. All I see is T.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same.
Oh, huh. Yeah.
Average.
Average! He just woke up. He
Morning.
just has a plague. That's all. Just a minor plague.
Just
I'll have
your
to-
run-of-the-mill plague.
I'll have to make
Typical
sure
plague
that his
shit.
arms or legs didn't fall off in the.
Good, you take care of average.
Well, we know he's typing, so his arms are intact.
He could be using his nose. I mean,
That's true.
there's-
It could be voice to text.
Oh yeah, perk points 1. Okay. Let's see. We got here hubris. No. Hard drive. 18% damage when moving forward. -18 moving backwards. Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Is this
see.
weak-ass building gonna kill me?
That's level 13.
25%
Try and
damage
help.
and movement speed
Okay.
when under 25% HP. Oh. Your damage returned is increased 500%. Yes. Done. All right.
Oh, you got the damage return bonus?
Yes.
Oh.
But I don't think I have damage return, so I might have to do
you
something
have
about that.
8. But that means that enemies are gonna it's at 40 now. So when enemies hit you, they're gonna take a good chunk of damage, and you can build based on that too.
I
So,
hope so, because
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm just going to die a lot.
I
Well, I
mean,
do die a lot. What am I talking about?
you could still do that if you want, but like, I was trying to enable like more weird builds, like because if you can stack up your damage return like crazy, and just build really tanky, which by the way, this patch did increase everybody's base health, and some of the other base stats too. So it's easier to get tanky now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
See if I can get to the top of finality. I don't think I will
it's
be
good.
able to.
It's gonna be tough. You might
Hey.
need 2 jetpacks for that.
That's how. When I was showing the game off at Indies Need Booze, which somebody in the chat, I
That was
forgot.
Sam Sketch from.
Oh yeah, Sketch. Yeah. That's right. Who I met at that party. Somebody was like, if I hack I can hack more than one building at once, and I was like, yes. And he's like, does that mean I can equip 2 different icebreakers and have one icebreaker hack this building and one icebreaker hack this
Yes.
building? And I'm just staring at him, and I'm like, let's find out. Trying to play it off like I knew. I didn't fucking know. So I was like, why don't let's see. Here we go, together. And he's like, oh, I totally can. And I'm like, cool, right? And then in my head, I'm like, remember that for next time.
You can, but there's not a whole lot of point to that. Unless you have one that's got a really long range and then the other one that's fast, something like that.
He was doing a lasbreaker on one and an icebreaker on the other. So
Oh,
he
okay.
wanted, so it was like 2 different
Yeah,
beams, 2 different circles, and he was very impressed. I was very impressed.
Oh,
I'll learn. And the game's always changing, and I mean, as the suit of the company, like I don't have to know too much. Like all these little things, but it helps.
no, Average jumped in. He also
Yeah.
said. this
I
gives
told
you-
him to stop by if he was feeling
Aw.
better at all.
Sweet words.
The last couple minutes, might as well have a little bit of fun with him. Average, you want to get in the call for really quickly, or are you just gonna play some?
Don't make him talk. If he's got the plague, oh no.
Oh
I know how
crap!
that
So
goes.
I just used a new weapon, and it totally drained all my RAM.
Uh-oh.
Which one?
The
I
Ram
just
Sucker 3000.
energetic plasma ball. Because its DPS is 155, but its RAM used is 2. I guess I need to work on my regen.
Yeah, it looks like that one is just a very, very high attack speed.
Oh yeah, it's a high attack speed, and I have 99 RAM. Maybe that's my problem. I don't have enough RAMs.
Yeah, that'll do it. The RAM can, or the the rank.
Average just want to get into the call because
Techno-contagious.
it's gonna be like Kung Fury where he shoots through the phone and it kills people.
Yep.
My God.
Exactly. Just sneezing through his mic.
Sneeze through the mic, you just get wet. Oh, that's why there's no smell-o-vision. Jeez. Well.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Garrett another question about
Toaster.
about our game. Doesn't look like a toaster. And I'm only asking this question because I've been playing so much Destiny. Does it matter where I shoot them?
Not right now.
Okay, cool. I've been trying to get like headshots.
Oh.
It's hard to figure out where their heads are. But I'm just I'm such a Destiny mindset that I'm like, gotta get those headshots.
So the reason that there's no like bonus for hitting them anywhere is because I didn't want you to have to slow down to think about that. I just want you to blow shit up. Like
Word. Okay, that's
Makes sense.
yeah.
that, and like it'd be hard not to hit the spider in the head.
Yeah, if you're aiming for their tiny little legs.
Well, also with some of these weapons, you can just sort of flop around and you could hit everything.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I'd have to have some of them not crit. He fell off.
Yeah.
She's
So-
summoning her Gitz fishes on top of this little, really thin pyramid server, and then
No, it pushed him off. Jump with me.
So it is 9 o'clock.
It is 10 o'clock. You're wrong.
It is 10 o'clock for you. It's 9 o'clock for me, which means that we are now, it's the end of the show. So
Over, man.
the end of the Indie Game Showcase. So I want to thank you two for being a part of the show. It was great. It's long overdue, that's for sure.
we'll thank
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about the Cyber Bears. Damn.
Oh,
I said nothing about bears.
I expect to see a Cyber Bear with 9 cyber chainsaws at some point. At least a concept design for one, okay?
I want you to know that I spent dinner hating the chainsaw idea. And then every time I tell Garrett I don't like an idea of his response every time is, oh, like you didn't like the disco ball that everyone loves?
It's true.
And I didn't. I thought it was so stupid. And I was like, please don't put this in the game. It's so stupid. Like, nobody's gonna get it. Like, it's so out of nowhere. And everyone fucking loves that item. And so now, even if his ideas are bad, he still has that really good excuse. Oh, you didn't like the disco ball, everybody else
Oh,
likes
come
the
on.
disco
Like,
ball.
honest.
Chainsaw could fit pretty well.
I do agree that we need a melee something. Anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could do a melee weapon of some sort, and that would work.
Yeah, but chainsaw, I don't know. But it's gonna be another thing where I'm gonna just have to
No, you just
eat
I'm gonna have
shit
to
later,
make
and
it-
everyone's gonna love the. Ah, have you seen the new
Just,
chainsaw? It's
just
so
call
cool,
it
Garrett.
a, just
That's so
call it a
smart.
light saw or something like that, a plasma saw. I don't
It's
know.
a cyber chainsaw.
You can
a si-
do it, and then if everyone loves it, just have the flavor text be like, "My wife sucks."
A cybo saw. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this stream here. We can talk a little bit more after, or we can just call it a night. Whatever. It's up to you. But thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks everybody for joining us on the show tonight. Make sure to stop in every day of the week for other good, fun, exciting new content because we stream every day. Also check out igc.news. That is our new site, as we were talking about earlier in the stream. And check out the Average Giants YouTube, where this will be archived along with all of the YouTube content that we already make with the Giants. So thank you very much, and we will see you all tomorrow. So good night, everybody.
Woo, thanks for coming, y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Thanks
Yes.
for
Thanks,
watching.
thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks,
No, thank you. Thank you.